Awesome. Hey guys, my name's Ben, and I'm going to be talking about crypto strategy in the next 10 minutes. Can I just get a quick show of hands who actually owns cryptocurrency? Who's an investor? Great. Who's never heard of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency? Everyone's there? Awesome. Okay, I've got 10 minutes, so I'm going to try and really quickly whip through and help you understand if you are investing in cryptocurrency, what a strategy may look like for you as an individual. Really by the end of it, I'm just going to talk through some profit-taking opportunities, what are some risk-adjusted analysis of crypto, and also where are we in the cycle. Crypto is a very volatile market, so I'm going to give you some data to help you understand where we are in the cycle. Now, really, I'm going to really try and focus on people in this room. If you are a time-poor investor, if you're really trying to build a quality portfolio, I'll speak about my company in a second, but really we help people build a robust crypto investing strategy. We don't look at meme coins and 100x sort of investments overnight. We're really trying to help individuals build a large-scale portfolio, which I'll help you today. Now, who on earth am I? My name's Ben Simpson. I founded a company called Collective Shift. For those of you that are familiar with Morningstar, we're trying to build the crypto version of Morningstar. So 4 years ago, I founded this company. We're an independent analysis company, and I've helped over 10,000 investors invest into crypto. We're completely independent, so we don't have a token. Not asking you to invest. I'm not pitching you anything today. I'm just purely here to help you invest into crypto. I'm very passionate about helping people in the space. There's a lot of bad people in crypto, and I'm here to try and help you navigate that. I was very fortunate enough to do a TEDx talk a couple of years ago on crypto. So if you're brand new to the space, you can Google that. Just search my name, Ben Simpson, and TEDx, and you'll be able to see that video. We work with some of the world's leading brands. We're actually the leading research company in Australia. So you might, if you're in the cryptocurrency space, you might see these brands, CoinSpot, SwiftX, they're clients of ours. And we actually produce research to a lot of the major exchanges. Plus, we also have over 1,000 investors that pay for our analysis across the world. And you can check out some of our success stories and reviews online. So cryptocurrencies run in 4-year cycles. Just like the property market is like more of a 20 or 25-year horizon, crypto runs in 4-year cycles. So ultimately, as an investor, what you're trying to do is find the bottoms to invest and sell at the tops, right? Easier said than done. But really, we try and put out research to help you find those bottoms and those tops so you can invest at the right times. But you can also lose a lot of money in crypto by following the wrong advice and investing in the wrong periods. Cryptocurrency has gone down 20 plus times in the last bull market, 10 plus and higher. So sometimes you might see Bitcoin go down 40, 50, 60, 80% or more in bull markets when prices go from top to bottom, which is really crazy if you don't really know what you're doing. And this is a chart that basically showcases the volatility. So the different colors are the last 4-year cycle trends. So the blue, the far right, is the current cycle. And as the colored lines go down further, they are basically the corrections from the top to the bottom. So you can see in the black line from January 12th to now, Bitcoin's basically gone from $1. We hit about 80,000, 75,000 US about a year or so ago. And on the way from $1 to 80,000, we've had huge corrections, right? So timing is really important when investing into crypto. Now, in terms of where we are in the cycle, the 4-year cycles are all built around what's called the Bitcoin halving event. So there's only 21 million Bitcoin that will ever be created. It's a limited supply asset, right? Similar to gold. That's why Bitcoin's been seen as a digital gold. And every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin that comes into circulation halves. And that's basically where we get the 4-year cycle that we can start to predict prices. And in the different colored lines here, this is where we can start to predict the price of the asset after the Bitcoin halving. So primarily, a bull market will kick off about a year or two after the Bitcoin halving event. And where you can see the line where we are now, this was the last Bitcoin halving only about 6 months ago. And then really, we've probably got about 6 or 12 months to go before we start to see the peak of this cycle. Now, what's been the biggest impact on Bitcoin has been the ETF demand. So basically, we've started to see huge institutional demand come into Bitcoin, and we've actually started to see more than 4.3% of the entire Bitcoin supply bought by the Bitcoin ETFs, which is huge, right? So we've never seen this institutional demand at scale. Now, whether you get a limited supply asset like Bitcoin and you're starting to see this huge demand coming in, we start to see the Bitcoin price go up. Now, the retail interest is really not here yet. In previous Bitcoin bull markets, the retail investors have been the one that's really pushed the price. They have not arrived yet. This is a chart that basically looks at the total number of weekly YouTube views by retail investors watching crypto content. It's down about 80% from the peak back in 2021. So really this move, Bitcoin's at about 60,000 as of 8 minutes ago when I last checked, really being pushed by retail interest, right? So once the retail do arrive, that's when we start to see the market really go on a really parabolic run and where you can make a lot of returns, right? So really now timing is really paramount. So really my strategy, I look at Bitcoin as one of the hardest assets on the planet. Bitcoin and property is something that I believe is the only real way to build wealth. And then with the other coins in the cryptocurrency market, so altcoins, there's thousands of other coins out there. You can use altcoins in a cycle to basically leverage up your position. And then ultimately my goal is to build my Bitcoin and property stack. So Bitcoin, I believe in the future will be in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in the next 10, 20, 30 years. It's currently at 60,000. But we will see a lot of volatility and a lot of people lose money. And a lot of people specifically lose money on altcoins. These are meme coins or worthless coins that are promoted online that people speculate on and try and make massive returns. But ultimately, a lot of them just have zero fundamental value. They're like penny stocks. They have a life cycle, and you need to be really careful. Now, we've started to see much larger businesses in the US actually start to buy Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So MicroStrategy is a software company out of the US. It's listed on the NASDAQ. They now own tens of billions of dollars of Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So when you hold a lot of cash, every year with inflation, the purchasing power of your cash goes down 10 to 15% just through to inflation. So if you're a massive business and you have tens of millions or tens of billions of dollars of cash, you're losing 10% of that each year in purchasing power. That's why using something like Bitcoin as a treasury management system is a way to offset that hedge and offset the fiat debasement as we start to see the US print more money. The US is in the biggest deficit they've ever been in, $35 trillion worth of debt the US is in. They continue to print more money. We've seen Australia print more money. This is why prices of everything continues to skyrocket. Cost of living, everything's going up, and Bitcoin's trying to be a hedge against that. Over the last 10 years, Bitcoin's compounded at 60% year over year. Although what you see online and you see from the mainstream media, Bitcoin is one of the best assets still to date. Now, I really want to make it clear, Bitcoin is not cryptocurrencies, right? There's thousands, tens of thousands of cryptocurrencies. A lot of the cryptocurrencies are just completely, bad. Basically, they're worthless, right? So it's really important to separate that, right? There are some good altcoins, but most are pretty rubbish, and that's what we try and help and to deliver some research on. So really, we've got 2 minutes here. Really, what we help at Collective Shift is helping you with your strategy. Ultimately, we tend to help more high net wealth people with hundreds of thousands of dollars in crypto, where we sit down and really build a robust investing strategy. But as an individual, these are sort of the most important parts that I think is really important when investing into crypto. What most people do is they get really excited when the market's going up. Everyone's talking about crypto. Their next door neighbor's buying altcoins. They tell you to buy. You buy at the top, and then 4 weeks later it's down 40%. You panic, and then you sell. Right? That's what most people do. Really, about investing in crypto, for me, it's having a goal. Like, why are you even in crypto? If you don't have a goal, if you don't know what those goals are, it's really important to know that. And then your risk appetite. A lot of people don't or can't stomach Bitcoin going down 20, 30, 40, 50%. Sometimes that happens in a day. And when the stock market moves 4% and Wall Street, wobbles, that's nothing for us, right, in crypto. 10 or 20% days are pretty common. Timeline, like what's your timeline? How long do you want to invest in crypto for? Well, the asset selection. So many people I work with come to me after listening to people on YouTube with 30, 40, 50 coins. They don't know what any of them do. They're down 40 or 50%, and now they want our help. It's much better to get, before you start investing and just following really poor advice online, getting a proper asset structure in place to ride the wave of the cycle and not get caught up in the nonsense. Sell strategy as well. Maybe a lot of you have bought crypto before it's gone up and then you've held it all the way down again. I'm not sure if anyone's done that in this room, but I speak to a lot of people. Probably 90% of people buy crypto, ride it all the way up, think it's going to keep going up, and then all of a sudden, overnight it's down. So having a proper sell strategy, automating that, and then having the psychology to match. It's pretty crazy working crypto. I've been doing it for 8 years. And I see people coming from the traditional world into crypto and basically are like, what on earth is going on in this space? This is a complete chaos. So having that psychology and ability to manage your money when the market's going up and down is really important. I'm bang on 10 seconds. So this is completely free. I don't think you even need to put an email address in. If you want our full 10-step crypto strategy process, It genuinely is free. I'm not even asking for your email address. Feel free to jump on that. It's a 10-step page document that sort of goes through and gives you resources to help with your portfolio structure, your buying strategy, where to buy, how to store. It's everything, and we use this with all of our members, and happy to give it away for free. And as I said, we're completely independent, so I'm not selling you anything tonight or today. Just wanted to give some value and hopefully help out. I'll be in a panel later and hanging around if anyone wants to come and chat crypto strategy, but thanks for your time. Cheers.